What is going on, Spin Fam? I'm supposed to say, what is up, Spin Fam? This is Derek here at Everything Spinners, your local spinner hero. Just kidding. I've had a crazy week, you guys. I've had highs, I've had lows. Right now I'm on a high. Had a great day yesterday. A crappy week the week before, but we'll just tell you about the good stuff. But so now we're gonna do the Great Bearing video, is what I've been calling it. I don't know if it'll be great, but it'll be about bearings. Mostly gonna be, like 99%, it's gonna be about hex balls, FZEssentials, which, if you don't know, stands for Flavor Zone, because Heck also sells vape juice. Yay! 3 in the morning. I've already slept a little bit, woke up, showered, said, hey, let's make the video. What the hell, right? So what we're gonna do, I have a bar for the video. For the bearings, I have two of. I don't have all of Hex bearings, but I got most of them here. And what we're gonna talk about mostly is hybrid ceramic and full ceramic. I'm not really into the stainless steel. I know they exist, but I don't really use them. So, you know, about SBV2s and supers and all that stuff. I got a couple that aren't hybrid ceramics, but I don't have the SBV2 and the super. So be forewarned, if you're looking for those two, wrong video. What we got here is HC2, 3, 4 with the Z variations. Your full, your Stormtrooper, your cookies and creams. That's what we got. So, and we're talking on 188. I have some 608s just so we can show you real quick, for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, the parts of the bearing. Hey, all right, children. So you got your races, right? This is an outer race. This is your inner race. Now, in between the race, and what makes that happen is these balls in between the two, right? Now you can have stainless steel balls, you can have chrome balls, you can have all kinds of different balls. You can have gold balls. There's a million kinds of balls. I'm very curious to see how the focus works. In my test runs, it seemed to be okay. So we'll see. So then, holding the balls, you can have no race, like some of the newer ones we'll get to at the end here. I have those. Usually they have a retainer, a ball retainer. And no, we're not talking about banana hammocks. We're talking about, like, this is a crown type retainer. You got double ribbon, you got crown, you got, I'm going to be going to my notes here once in a while. You have, just double ribbon and crown are your two mostly. Then you got different materials. They can be made out of plastic or nylon, I believe is a PTFE or PEEK, I'm told, are your two plastic options. And then you can have them in, like, that's what this is. And you can have them in metal, like, let's look at old HC2, right? So that's a metal double ribbon retainer. The balls are down inside. Like, this is, see the white ball? This is a Z. This is a HC2Z. With the white balls are inside. Come on, focus, mother. Nice thing. So, okay. I'm sure most of y'all know this stuff. Anybody who's watching this video knows that. But I just wanted to get that in there. We're going to get these 608s out here. Oh, then another thing, you can have them shielded. So here, this is like the back side. You got your crown retainer, right? You got your balls, and this will be the top. But here, this time we got a shield to help keep dust out. Probably on these bigger ones, let's keep grease in. Also, you know, dust out, grease in. And I guess that's it. These can be popped out. You can see I kind of jacked that one up, getting it out. Should just come out. Whatever, doesn't matter. Don't use 608s, don't like them. As far as length of this video, it might be kind of long. It is going to be what it is. I don't know, what can I tell you? It might be 30 minutes long, it might be 20, I'm not sure exactly. Let me have a sip of the old agua. I mean, the Stubby Fan Club boy, you know? Hello. let's see here. Let me say some hellos out there to my friends like Catherine and Nicole and Chris and Randy and Bob. And if I didn't say hello, hey, I love you guys. Love everybody. The Spin Fam, the drama's been a lot less this week. And look how much more fun it is when we're not all pissing and moaning about all the bullshit in this world. Okay, so we're going to talk a little history. Oh, talking about history, I just saw John Stapleton died, the director of Boys in the Hood. Did you know that? I didn't know this. Did you know that was a thesis? His thesis turned into Boys in the Hood, the movie. I mean, I have a thesis. It didn't turn into no friggin' movie, I can tell you that. Anyway, I thought that was an interesting, great movie. Probably have to watch that. And let me just say it's one of my favorite movie lines of all time. Either they don't know, they don't show, or they just don't care about what's going on in the hood. Ice-T, baby. Anyway, okay, let's stop being silly, right? On to more important stuff here. Alright, never look at the news while making a video. Okay, so, a little bit of history. When I first got, 2 years ago, right about now, this month, May 20th, is my official day, I think. No, it's the first day I know I had a spinner in my hand. May 20th, 2017. At that time, when I got into spinners, what had just happened was apparently Heck was trying to get his first hybrid ceramic. He had the stainless steel super, I guess it just was. He didn't have the SBV2, which stands for Super Bearing version 2. What happened was, it turned out that his supplier, probably not the supplier he has now, that I don't know, told him it was hybrid ceramic and it was stainless balls. Can you imagine? So he had to deal with all that, all the slack from that. Didn't hold him back because everybody still loves the guy and he's still selling bearings out the door. So then he got to the HC1, right? So hybrid ceramic 1, which I actually have a couple. What happened with those, I don't need to show you, but wait, let's see. Here they are. Very exciting. It looks like an HC2. Shocking, right? HC1, but what happened was he had laser engraved them, and to do the laser engraving, they had to put a rust coating on, which totally killed spin time, which is what people were into, especially most new people want spin time, and we were all new people in early 2017. So ooh, let's get this one in the pic. That's my $30 full ceramic 608. Ooh, from Steampunk. Anyway, so he got us, so that didn't work. He didn't like that. Everybody wanted long spin times. Looks pretty good, alright? I got eczema on my face now. That's why I was so bummed last week. I wasn't going to mention that. Never mind, I didn't say that. So, but it's reacting good to the meds. So, out came the HC2, which all of these from now on, all of the HC2 and up, are all still sold today. You can go to FZEessentials.com and pick those up. Pretty sure it's a website. I'll throw the website up here a bunch of times. And, you know, disclaimer, I'm friends with Heck. Heck's a great guy, great family man, great dad. And when you buy bearings from him, you're helping him support his family. You know, I think that's so amazing that Heck can sell bearings. He had the foresight 2.5, however long ago, years ago, to say, hey, I should sell bearings to the Spin Fam, which we weren't even the Spin Fam at that time. And supply, and I mean, let's face it, when you got a collection of spinners like this, you're obviously going to be willing to spend $30 on a bearing. Well, none of us do that. But even now, like some of these, there's a $15 cookies and cream in here. $15 bearing, right? I know it sounds crazy, but first off, look at it. Second off, the feel is great. Third off, it's nothing because you have these expensive toys, pieces of kinetic art, and why not put a good kick-ass bearing in there, right? So the money is an issue. All the non-full ceramic, we're talking like $1 or $2 a bearing here, like a 5-pack, like $15. So I guess $3, $2.50, $3 a bearing. Negligible on the cost, so worth it. Makes your spinner, can bring a boring spinner, make it an amazing spinner. The different bearings have different characteristics, so I put them in the bar and the try or whatever I did, if I could. So let's talk. We're at 10 minutes in. Let's get to the HC2, right? Before we get about the HC2, why I'm in such a great mood, I am trading my number 10 Trinamathing SS for a copper Trinamathing. I'm going crazy. I'm so excited. This is getting shipped out today with an HC2 in it. Numero 10. He knows about all the little things. I'm paying him for it. We're very happy. I think we're all good. So, let's talk HC2. HC2 is a double ribbon retainer. Let's take a look at it. Shall we? Shall you? Who can name that YouTube channel? Name that channel. Shall you? If you can't tell, I'm into YouTube. I love YouTube. Okay, so here's an HC2. It's a double ring. Hold on, let me get my notes. Yes, a double ribbon retainer is what we call it. Which means it looks the same on both sides. You don't really have a top and bottom. I know Hobby Timmy talks about top and bottom and having longer spin times one way or the other. And let me just say one thing. I'm not going to do any spin times here. Here's the longest spin time you're going to get in this video. We're talking about characteristics of the bearing, and we'll talk about, all these are long spin time bearings. I don't do long spin time. What I do, and I've talked to Heck, and other people do this too. Easy. Let's get the focus down here again. There we go. What you do is, I call it holding the note. Wait a second, wait. Holding the note, which means so you see how it sustains that note? Let's see if we can't do it with the spinner and see if we can hear it even better. So see how it's not going. If it doesn't hold the note, if that tone drops super fast, that means your RPMs are going down quickly. And that's a bad thing. You want it to hold the note as long as possible, so maintains that same RPM for as long as possible. Let's see. Does this one hold the note? It does appear to hold the note, right? So I don't need to sit here and hold this for 15 minutes. I know this is a great bearing that would spin for 15 minutes because it's holding the note. No, I'm not, even a few seconds. If it doesn't go down at all in like 3 seconds, I would say that's good because it's gone down some now, right? Okay. So does that make sense, holding the note? Maybe I'm a moron, but that's the way I do it. I've talked to a couple other people who talk, I don't know if they use that same terminology. That's what I do. Now the HC2 it's a loose. When we talk about loose, we're talking tolerance as far as the amount of play. And when I mean play, like the amount of play between the inner and outer race. See how when I pause, I'm trying to focus. See how that moves up and down? Hard to tell, but it is. The more it does, the less it's going to hold the note. The tightness, to me, really it makes a huge difference in the bearing. The HC2 is probably the loosest, and that looseness lets long spin times happen. But I think we've also learned through William Lee's work, who's going for a world record in May, and the whole spin fam needs to get behind him. He's going to try to hold a spinner on his finger for like the world record, I think, is 23 minutes, like this. One finger. Something like that. 20-something minutes. And he's going for it in Singapore on May 6th or something, he said. He's got William Lee, that's his name, and he's got a group, spin time group. And just think if one of us spin fam can get in the Guinness Book of World Records. How cool would that be? Okay. Drinking water this morning. So, back to the looseness, right? So, Can we see how loose it is? Let's focus. See how loose that is? Look right at the, look right, where's my thing? Where's my thing? Look right in this area. See how much play there is there? That is a lot of play. You can see my fingers and my thumb going up and down here too. Like next to this thumb. See that? That is a lot of play. And as we're going to learn the next one, you can get a lot of spin time without that play. So, one thing about play then, in a bar, here it is in my swag. I didn't wipe these up before. That was dumb. Anyway, got the same play here. Let's see if we can't see my thumbs there. So we got the same play. You get judder in a bar, which it turns a lot of people off to bars at first. Just because bars aren't made to spin long. They're made for like flicking, like fidgeting kind of deal. Jib jab, this, you know, this kind of stuff. If you have a super tight tolerance, HC2s can be bad, like in my Voda. My HC2s, my Voda doesn't like HC2s because the tolerance is, it's too sloppy. Does that make sense? And it'll rub, the buttons will rub on the body. So HC2, great bearing, probably more for non-bars, you know, for your quads and your tris and all that. Great spin time, loose, it's got that loose feel. A lot of people love that. Next up, oh, and those are SIN34 silicon nitride balls, the black ones, in the HC2. That's right, this is the HC2. Once again, I don't think you can see the black balls. If you look at the very edge of the outside race, maybe you can. So up next is your HC2Z. The Z means white balls, or zirconium, I guess it is. Zircon. I'm not exactly sure on that. I should, since I'm making a video, but what can I tell you? So let's take a look. There's also a double ribbon retainer. Such a fry guy, can't even remember that. So the difference is, okay, you can see that. It says white balls. Now this is a HC2Z, right? So you'd think it would have that same looseness as the HC2, but to me it doesn't. This is a much tighter bearing. Look at that. That's my fingers moving. The bearing is not moving whatsoever. And let's see that in action. So I have those in, oh, here, we'll put that, oh, never mind. I have the HC2Zs in the Triton and the Byton. So we'll start with the Triton. Let's see what that sounds like. Let's see how it holds the note. Good note holder. A little wispier sound of the Z. Really a great bearing. I love the Zs. Let's see how tight the tolerance is. Look at that. Like, I don't know. For me, it's hard to, you just have to trust me. I don't know if this displays well or not. Like I said, I've been thinking about this video for a while, and I've been trying to think of a way to demonstrate loose or tight bearings. And, you know, all I can say is try to look at, like, there's just nothing there. I know it seems like they're moving, but that's just my skin, the play in my skin. Super tight. No judder. If we do it in the bar, the sick-ass Byton bar with the fat Proxima buttons on it, let's see if it's holding the note. And then when I do the change of axis, you don't get much judder or loss of speed because it's so freaking tight. Look at that. It's just no movement. And that's a good thing. I thought tightness would decline spin times. I'm finding out they aren't, and the reason we're finding that out is because William Lee, to break that record, is using the next up, and that is a HC3, which is a black ball, SIN34. It is a crown retainer, which is made out of stainless, I guess, or at least steel. I'm sure it's stainless though. So if we take a look here, if we focus in, you can see the balls kind of sit in the retainer, and then there's no top to it, right? So you can really see the balls there. All three of these first ones are all 10 ball. And let's look at the back side real quick while we're in focus. See? Okay. So that's your ring. So like I said, this is what William Lee is using to attempt to break the world record in HC3. When I found that out, I got a whole new respect for the HC3. And it's could be the tightest tolerance of them all. Heck will tell you it's the tightest. To me, I don't know. I got some really tight HC4s, so we'll get into that in a sec. But the HC3 is a tight tolerance bearing. It's a long spin bearing again. I have them in my pressure bar, tri, and bar that I just got with my Yuckwork buttons that I've never mentioned that I actually got a second pair finally. So I have two matching buttons. You see that? Sorry guys that I'm having to hit the screen all the time and shake the camera. I don't know what else to do. But so look at those buttons. I so love those buttons now. My OCD was making me not like that. It felt different on this side and this side. So I just said, screw it. When I had some extra money, I got a second pair. And now I got two matching sets in there. How beautiful. I do have a video on these. Kind of an old video, but go check it out. So anyway, we're to the HC3. Once again, very tight. Let's see how it holds a note, shall we? Shall you? Name that channel. Whoa, don't hit your phone with it. That'd be funny if I broke the phone. Anyway, so it holds a note pretty good, I think. I like the HC3. Let's check tolerance here. Nice tolerance, right? A little bit of play. Probably more play than that 2Z just had. Let's check out the bar. Trying to change it to reduce speed. And it does still reduce speed. You still get judder, but a lot less. The tighter it is, the less judder you get. Come back to me. Oh, well, I guess we're done talking about the bar because I went too far away. So anyway, great bearing. Love the 3. Like I say, it might be the longest one, and I think William Lee will tell you that. Otherwise, he wouldn't be trying to break a world record with it, right? So if we go HC2, HC2Z, HC3, what seems next? That's right, the HC3Z. Exact same, but with what? With white balls, right? Got that in my Thrax here. Yes, there's the white balls. The zirconium, I guess, or zirc. I'm not exactly sure. There's the back side with your back of the crown retainer. Love this. It's a tight bearing too. Tight tolerance bearing. Not like say that the Z's haven't got as much love. So if you haven't tried them, go get them. It's a different feel. They're probably not quite as long as a spin time. If you're worried about like a minute or 30 seconds or something, it's gonna be an issue probably. But I'm not even sure about that. It just feels like it would be. But for me, it's about the feel. I never sit there and hold it for 10 minutes. I love to grip it and rip it. Like we're starting a lawnmower, right? Like I love to just go. But I don't sit there and hold it for 10 minutes. I do that. I feel the gyro and stop it. And do that. Or do whatever. Do it again. The point is, you want a bearing that can spin because that means it's a great bearing that feels good in the hand. That's my opinion. So tight again. And look at that. I don't see any play. It's all just the movement of my fingers. Tiny little bit of play. Can you tell the difference in the sound? I know I sure can. I can't wait to hear back. I did some audio testing, and it seems like we're going to be able to tell the differences here. I'll be curious to see what you guys think. Yeah, HC3Z, man. Great bearing. I only have the one. All these bearings are broken in. They have been cleaned at least once, except for this one. I bought all these for the most part. Heck gave me a couple, but like I don't have all 4 of the new full ceramics because they're expensive, and I only got the cookies and cream and the Stormtrooper, but we'll get into that. So, but up next is your HC4, the Quattro, see, which I have in my Triambler and Ambler by Handspun Design. Such an underrated designer. Anyway, go see those videos in the bobble. So let's take a look. It's basically an HC2 lookalike, as so many are. Double, boy, I'm an idiot. Double ribbon retainer. So the top and the bottom look the same. And there is no top and bottom. HC2 is a very tight, or HC4 is a very tight. So you can almost call the HC2Z really an HC4Z. I was asking Heck about that, and like, you know, he's like, yeah, almost could be, like, because it's a tight. It's different than the 2, but it's officially the 2Z. So whatever. A name is just that, a name, right? So anyway, the HC4. It's a new bearing, very popular. I love it. I bought 3 10-packs of them on pre-order. I love it so much, and I've never done that before. I got a lot. I got a lot of bearings, but I don't. I haven't bought 3 10-packs before. Anyway, that's how great it is. HC4. If I had to pick one bearing, it's the HC4. Very tight tolerance, long spin time. I don't know, but holds the note great. Let's check it out. Let's listen to the note. Hit my finger. Holding the note, right? Ooh, if you don't know about this triambler, I don't know what to tell you, Jack. This thing is such a sick little spinner. And when I say little, it ain't that little. Alright. Anyway, I'm not doing a review here. I have a review of this. Go look at it. Anyway, so let's see how tight it is. Little play there. Not a lot. And one thing about, say you buy a 5-pack of bearings or a 10-pack, you might find one that's different. Might need to be cleaned. Maybe got a little smuts in the factory process. First of all, if you find a defective one, Heck will take care of you. Pretty rare because he goes through them all, or as he puts them in the baggies, he checks them all, I think. But there's going to be slight variations. We're talking about tolerances that are so minute. So we saw the play. So why I'm saying that is because while you see the play here, a tiny bit, right? Probably about HC3 amount, I would say. On this one I have in here, it is so tight, it does not move at all. Like the tiniest amount, the smallest of any of them. Like it's super tight tolerance. Holds the note nicely. Look at that. Did we lose any speed there? Not much. Not like you would on HC2, I can tell you that. Pretty amazing. HC4, like I say, my go-to bearing. I love it. A great freaking bearing. So those are your 4 main HC1, 2, 3, 4s. Ones don't count. He should just rename the 2 the 1, but blah, blah, blah. Too late for all that. The 2 is the 2. So now we come to the HCS. Now this is a 10 ball. All those other ones are 10 ball. Let's take a look. Can we see? It has a crown retainer. It is silicon nitride. Peak, or I think it's PTFE crown retainer. See the back? And it is, I only have one. Great little bearing. Looser tolerance than, probably more like the 2 as far as looseness. Ooh, I love my FTO. I'm going to get me a full size. My buddy Bob's going to sell me a full size when I get my phones together here. Kappa, full size Kappa. 172 grams, he says. So let's listen to the note. Can we hear it? Here's the tolerance. Oh, see that? Very loose. You can really see that, right? I hope we can see it. Very loose tolerance. Which isn't bad. Not good in a bar. I mean, it's okay. It's a feeling. All this is a subjective thing, right? It's all about what you like. You guys can say, this guy's crazy. Hybrid ceramic sucks, right? So it's all what we want. And as well, what feels good in the fingers, really. So this HCS, it's a nice bearing. Plastic mutes it a little bit. To me, I love the double ribbon. My favorite, like the HC402 is my favorite style. To me, it's just got the right feel. When you get into the plastic, and nylon, whatever they are, the PTFE retainers, it's a little not muted, but it's a different sound. Ooh, we're at 30 minutes already. It's a different sound. I'll try to pick up the pace here. And you just heard it. I don't know what to tell you. I like it. If I had to, personally, if I had to only have any of these bearings, if I could only have it, for all my stuff, I'd be okay. These are all great bearings. Okay, so up next in the Triad XL, we have the Z version of that. Which makes sense, right? The way we've been doing it. So it's the exact same with white balls. Can we see that? Oops, let's try that again. Okay, so we can. That's the top. There's your bottom. And let's see. Fairly loose on the tolerance. Excuse me. Let's listen to the note. Holds the note pretty good as usual. The Z's aren't quite as long as the S's. I think the S's seem to spin a little longer. When it comes to the Z, you're really going for feel again. But look, there's no issue. It's not like it's stopping in my hand or nothing, right? It still spin for minutes. HCC, great bearing. Okay, so now we're getting into a couple of the, some other stuff. This is one, stainless that Heck gave me for this video. And it's a double ribbon, but it's stainless steel balls instead of hybrid ceramic. So he calls this, it's just the FZE stainless. And both sides, top and bottom. I won't show you both. It has a hybrid ceramic sound and feel to me. It has that, it's not the smooth like SPV2. Oops. Let's see how tight it is. Stop. Fairly tight. No, it's got some play. In between. It's not HC2, it's not HC4, it's in the middle. Let's give it a rip. In the old Doomsday. It's like a quiet hybrid ceramic. This hasn't been broken in. This is one that has not been broken in yet. But usually I would just put in a SPV2 away, put it in the case. But no, I like this a lot. It's probably, I would say, if you're a collector, it's one to have in your case. The SS, the new SS from Heck, FZEssentials. So up next I have. Okay, this goes over here. This it's a 4, so that goes up there. So up next in the Fat Boy and the Beta Bar, I have what is called, wait for it, the Bronx Brawler, which is an 8-ball SIN34 in a crown stainless steel retainer. Couldn't we see it? It's the bottom side. I'm trying to speed up. I know this is a long video. These are nice. I don't think these are quite as popular. A little more feedback with the 8-ball. The less balls, the more feedback. But look, that thing spins good, right? Let's see, is it tight? It's middle road for tolerance, right? Let's give this a rip. Dog's right there. He says good morning. He says, shut up. I like these SIN34 8-balls. Bronx Brawlers, he calls them. Nothing wrong with them at all. The Z version, which we'll talk about next, is being discontinued, so I don't even think they're on the site. So maybe we'll just skip those, but it's the same. It's an 8-ball with the white. 8-ball with the white balls. Exact same. Great bearing though. Check it out. If you want a little more feedback, highly recommend the Bronx Baller. Okay, so we're skipping those. So in the Cortex and the Nautilus, what do we have here? You'd think I would have this memorized, but I do not. That is the Manhattan Transfer, which is an 8-ball with a plastic retainer. PTFE or PEAK, I'm not sure which one it is. I'm not sure that it matters. There's the back side. It is, the Manhattan Transfer is an 8-ball. Black ball. It's not a super tight tolerance, a little looser. Let's see once. Got the note? Nope. Way looser tolerance. See that? So if you want a loose tolerance, that's your HC2, your Manhattan Transfer are both probably the two loosest tolerances. But a nice bearing again. I mean, a little more muffled because of the plastic retainer. Here it is in the Nautilus. But now see how I change the axis? Feels the speed. Look at that. And that is because of the loose tolerance. That was crazy. That was a good demonstration, I think. So that's your Manhattan Transfer. He has those. All these he has, except for these, which we didn't even talk about. Let's see. Up next is a new popular one, which is not a hybrid ceramic. It's called the Golden Eagle. And from what I understand, it's titanium coated. Let's see. What do I have here? Titanium coated gold chrome balls. I think this was originally a yo-yo bearing. It's concave, if you can see that right there. Oh, that was a trip. Anyway, interesting little bearing. Fits great. I haven't found anything. It fits in, like this is, wait for it. This is a press fit. This is a retainer. Fits in both, no problem. Interesting sound. Middle of the road tolerance, I would say. Let's find out. Let's give it a rip in the alpha bar. I would call it a high feedback bearing, in a good way. Let's see how sloppy is it. On the looser end of tolerance, I would say. Getting close to the, probably like HC2 like. Not quite as much as the Manhattan Transfer. It's got some play. Let's see how this Spinetic I-bar challenges it. Or handles it, I should say. And there you go. The judder kills it because it's a looser bearing. But the eye is a very interesting bearing. Or not the eye. The eye is a great spinner. This Golden Eagle, I see lots of people talking about it. And I was pleasantly surprised, I guess the term would be. Okay, so now, let's get into the serious stuff, right? Excuse me. So you got your full ceramic. This is covered, whatever the hell that's called. Anyway, you got your, what makes a full ceramic is that the races are ceramic also. What's this other one? This is a full S. This is one that Hex had for a while. Full SIN34 with, let's take a look. I think a PTFE crown retainer. These are like 15 or 16 bucks a piece. These are bad at. This is when you get into serious collecting. When you have a $15, $16 bearing in your kick-ass spinner. pretty tight. Great. He makes these in a, or he has these, I should say, in a full Z, also all white. And then I think he has white with black balls and black with white balls, etc. I'm not 100% sure on that. Go check FZEessentials.com out. Like I say, there's the note. In my tungsten Zen Nano. Some play. Let's see, probably middle of the road tolerance wise. Stop shaking, you piece of shit. See that? Not bad, not great. Wow, 40 minutes. Okay. We're almost done though. Got a couple more to go. So, like I said, these are about 16 bucks. Full S. We looked at it. It's beautiful. So now the two new ones I have. So cool. So much. Well, let's just look, shall we? This is the Cookies and Cream, which I think at first I thought was a dumb name, but I really like it now. So these have 18 balls in them. How cool is that? Hold on here. Let me get this open. Oh, I should have spun it first. Oh well. This is Stormtrooper. White races with black balls. Very appropriate name. I think that's cool. Cookies and Cream is the Z race, or S races with Z balls. And these, look at that. For full ceramic, these really impress me. These, they actually spin really good. If you're on the fence about them, I can recommend them. You can kick me in the shins if you don't like them later. Actually, I'd probably just buy them from you. They're great bearings. Let's hear the note for the Cookies and Cream, shall we? Doesn't that sound good? I like that a lot. Let's check the tolerance. If you guys stuck it out this long, I really want to say thanks. I like a nice long video. So we're right in the middle, tolerance-wise. Well, kind of loose, I guess. On the looser side of the middle. I like a nice long video. But I'm a real spinner dork. Give me half a sec here. I'll put some better buttons on there. They don't have to shim up on the HM. So here we got your Stormtrooper. I'm not going to take it out. But let's hear the note. Let's get these buttons on. We'll wrap this video out. Oh, let's try that again. Start the lawnmower again there. A little different sound. Really like it. Once again, I mean, look at that. Pretty fast spinner for a full ceramic. Those are great. So he has these out. Let's see tolerance. A little tighter. So he has these also in full Z or full S. Those are the two I couldn't afford. Hexas, those are really nice. Which he would, of course. Wah, wah. Anyway, man, the full ceramics are great. He also has these, what are they called? Like the Infinity Eagle or something. It's a 10 ball, but with no retainer at all. So they just fall around in there like these did. And then yeah, the full S and the full Z, 18 ball. Those are the new ones on the site. Man, we're at 45 minutes. I gotta get out of here. This is crazy. Actually, no, I thought this would be about this long. Like I say, this video is something I want to do for a long time. There's the dumb cat. Cats, dogs all over the place. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Anyway, this video is a real Bobby Dazzler, I would say. Isn't it? Isn't it? Peace and love. Peace and love. Oh, I got another YouTube channel I'll quote. Stay awesome. Who says that one? If you know that one, I'll really be impressed. So we got Shall You? There's a channel that says that all the time. And then Stay Awesome. Derek Zeddy. Anyway, I love you guys, man. This is my longest video. I'll never make a longer video. I promise you guys that. Like I say, if you really stuck out this, as Timmy would say, au quatans and moi. Hit me up if you got any questions. Leave a comment. Tell me what I screwed up in my bearing review. Basically, FZEssentials bearing review. Heck, I love ya. Love all you guys. My whole spin fam. I think I said au quatans and moi, so I would just say stay awesome again. And be cool, spin fam. Thanks for watching, guys.